God damn it. Okay. Sorry. I made it on the stream. That's so funny. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Hello. Welcome back to Miles Edgeworth. Oh no, not that one. Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. That one. Biggest sneeze. OBS was acting a fool right before stream, like literally the minute before. And so I was like concentrating on that, and then just that sneeze welled up within me. I hope that made it on. That's gonna be really funny to watch back one day. Last time we continued with our investigation, but not as a prosecutor. We are working as a defense attorney's assistant under Eddie Fender. So that is the only way that we can continue investigating for now. And we met an old friend to us, the player. Frank Saw It is around, but Edgeworth never met him, so he's like, who the fuck is this guy? And he appears to be a witness who knows more than he's willing to let on, and I'm going to blow my nose because, wowzer, that was a sneeze. 1 second. Okay, I really need to get an air purifier for my room if I'm gonna be sewing in there, I'm realizing. Anyway, okay, hopefully OBS behaves. Yeah. It was like dropping frames and freezing, so that's annoying. So we're gonna hope it doesn't do that. And see if we can finish this part today, hopefully. God, I just realized it's Sunday night. I don't want to work tomorrow. I just want to play video game. Take a little sippy. Sorry if I'm like clearing my throat a lot. It is truly my own damn fault. I was sitting at my desk and there was something dusty on my desk that I didn't need to dust, but I just like saw the dust and absentmindedly was like, I'll wipe that dust off, and then, well, anyway. Now that we've established that you were the one who found the body, Mr. Sawt, I believe you have lost any standing you might have had to withhold your cooperation. All right, you win. But I'm sure I won't have anything useful to tell you. It probably isn't even worth your time. That's not for you to decide. By my hand, the truth will be revealed. Every decision I make is to ensure that end. Hold it. Hold it! Except, that's not exactly what we're here to do, is it? What do you mean? We're not trying to expose the truth. We're trying to save Simeon. Right, we met Simeon Saint, I think is his last name? Yeah. He's the not the culprit in this murder, the suspect. And he was besties with Bronco, actually. So, seems unlikely. That's what we do now, remember? We work to get our client out of trouble. Not as a prosecutor, but as a defense attorney's assistant. What the K-Meister said. You need to listen to the kid more, you know. A client has requested the services of Edgeworth & Co. And as your old man always said, your relationship with your client comes before everything else. So if you think Mr. Saint's well-being is taking a backseat to some quest for the truth, well, let's just say, I don't like to fire people, so I need you to fight against your instincts a little harder, yeah? Can they not be the same? This will take some getting used to. In any case, the importance of this man's testimony remains unchanged. Therefore, Mr. Sawt, I am asking once more, what happened when you found the body? Hey. I was in that workshop there by myself, practicing what I'd learned. I don't remember how, but I found myself in front of the door to the other workshop. I happened to peek in through the little window, and then I saw him lying there, a man, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself screaming in sheer terror. You just happened to end up in front of that door? Let me get this straight. The room you were in is next to the one where the corpse was found? Yes, that's right. I was in workshop B. And you were there the whole day? Oh, excuse me. Yes, from the 7 a.m. roll call onwards. There are 3 roll calls a day, you see. 7 a.m., noon, and 9 p.m. And they check who's in the workshops during roll call, correct? That's right!
Dude, your roll call being, like, basically like your wake up and go to bed times, you get 10 hours? That's awesome. Wish that were me.
The thing was reported to be amiss at 7 a.m., which means that Knight's body wasn't in the workshop yet at that point in time. Okay. Guess that means the murder took place after 7 a.m.
Which puts it right around the time the show was happening.
Ah, yes, the show! I remember the other prisoners going to see it. And therefore, anybody who wasn't at the show has no alibi. Would that be a fair assessment, Mr. Sod? I guess so, but I only found the body, I swear! There's a clear contradiction in Mr. Sod's testimony. Rooting it out should be my first priority. Okay.
Hold it!
What exactly were you practicing? How to be a pet stylist, of course! I'm a model prisoner, after all! Hi, Nim! So he keeps saying.
Hold it!
You found yourself there? Really? That's right! And then I found myself peeking through the little window in the door. Why did you think to do that? Gosh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I just found myself doing it, really. You clearly weren't concentrating on your work then. No, that's not true. I'm a model prisoner.
Did you lose control of your animal?
It's just all the other prisoners had gone to watch the show. I guess I was, well, kind of lonely. Ooh woo.
Like being stuck at school after everybody else has gone home, huh?
Dude, that's my favorite liminal space.
Growing up, when like I would be at school late and it was like, what? And it was like me and 2 other people at school. That shit was rad AF. I loved that. Way better than the airport at 1 a.m. Airport at 1 a.m., I just feel sad that I'm not going anywhere. I don't like going to the airport if I'm not going somewhere. I'll go meet my friends there. Of course I will do so. I've done that many a time now in my life at various airports across the world. But, it does kind of suck to go to an airport and then not go anywhere.
Yes, exactly like that. Anyway, I found myself in front of the door to the other workshop and
happened to peek in through the little window. Oop, wrong button. You just happened to peek in.
Hold it!
Does that mean you didn't get a good look inside? No, I couldn't. The window was not only small, but it had bars over it, you see.
Yeah, we can see that.
Not exactly a panoramic view.
They're just so the guards can check what's going on, right?
That's right, yes, you're a very knowledgeable young lady.
You bet. I guess you could say that I know a little something about prisons now, too.
I'll have to remind myself to address this newfound interest later. My daughter is misbehaving. Anyway, yes, I peeked in through the little window in the workshop door.
Ooh, yeah, school late in the evening had good vibes, right? God, that shit was the best. The best. You saw him lying there.
Hold it!
Could you tell right away if it was a man or a woman? It was clearly a man. His physique, his clothes. It was also very clear that he was dead. You could tell just by peeking through the little window. Look, let's just say this wasn't my first dead body. What? You mean you were in prison for... To my eternal shame, yes.
Are you ashamed?
This was, however, the first time I had seen another person's handiwork up close, so...
Would you call that up close? Feels inconsistent.
Hold it!
Do you recall how exactly you screamed? Any words you might have used? No, I only remember that I screamed. Folks don't tend to remember much when they're busy crying out in terror, Miles. Exactly! So yes, I screamed. That's all I remember. He presented himself as an innocent bystander, but nothing could be further from the truth. Given what he is, things couldn't have happened as he claims. The contradiction in his testimony is as clear as day. I just need to present the evidence that proves it.
Is it? Hold on. I gotta think. I gotta review my evidence. Nem, you missed it at the very beginning of the stream. The very first thing anyone might have heard instead of my voice was me sneezing like a dad sneeze. It was loud.
Better than hiccups, though. I'll take it.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, I think it has something to do with this. Open the door of an animal's detective, raise the alarm, and Emily's bracelet is detective. He's not allowed to move freely. That's so funny. Yeah, I try. Okay, yeah, I think it's this statement here because he should have been stuck in there essentially. Yeah.
Enough of these pathetic lies, Mr. Sawat. I'm afraid you've rather lost sight of what you are. What I am? I know precisely what I am. I'm a former newspaper salesman who's training to be a pet stylist.
Hold it!
But that's not all you are, is it? Or did you forget the bracelet you wear around your wrist? A bracelet that marks you as a prisoner, and therefore unable to move around as you please. As we both know, stepping outside that door would have sounded an alarm. Well, that's... But there's no way you could have looked into the other workshop without leaving the room you were in.
Yeah. Hooey! He's so funny. Hooey! All my screenshots are of him. It's so funny. Hooey!
Stylishly done, Drew.
But doesn't this mean that Mr. Sawat couldn't have found the body then?
Good question, Kay. Perhaps Mr. Sawat himself can explain. So, actually, I may have forgotten to mention one very important detail. Sorry about that. I can explain exactly how I was able to see the body if you like. By all means, go ahead.
Have I told you about when I used to work at the library, my sister came to visit and she echolocated me because of my dad's sneeze? No, but that's really funny. I have heard people, and I've done this to other people, hearing me because of the pace of my walking and the sound of my shoes, because I walk quite fast. And I've also done that to people before. And then at work, I remember once my coworker had to borrow my keys to like go downstairs and come back up to get hers. And then as I heard jingling coming toward the office, like sometime later, and I knew it was her, not because of like the time, but because I recognized the sound of my own key like lanyard jingling, because I have like big keychains on there so that I never lose it. But that's really funny.
There's a little trick we prisoners know about, you see. As long as you leave your bracelet inside the door, you can lean out without triggering the alarm. That's how I was able to peek through the window and into the workshop next door. Inside, I spotted the victim's dead body, which made me scream in fright.
How? You couldn't reach that.
So he's saying. He was able to take a look next door because he had kept his arm inside workshop B as he leaned out. Please don't tell anyone about our little trick, especially not the guards. Please? That's amazing.
Yeah, it's interesting what we get used to as far as like sounds and smells go.
Is this it? Is this all he was hiding? I better dig a little deeper into his testimony just in case.
Dig a little deeper, find out who we are. Dude, also, speaking of me just interrupting myself with a song, I truly have like the craziest ability to associate anything with like a song or a quote. It's so annoying because I'll be like rewatching an old stream and then I will get a line and I'll like today me will think of a song and then me from like 2-3 years ago will think of the same song and I'm like, yeah, because it is the association. So dig a little deeper, I think of the Princess and the Frog song, dig a little deeper. And that's my neurodivergence power.
Hold it!
Tell me some more about this trick, Mr. Sot. Of course, it's quite simple, really.
Oh, I thought he was gonna...
Hold it!
Thought there'd be funny dialogue.
I suppose this allows you to enjoy a little taste of freedom. It does! To be honest, it's one of the few things that brings me joy anymore. A rather surprising source of joy. But rule breaking isn't exactly a demonstration of remorsefulness, is it? Oh, but I am remorseful! I always am! I'm a model prisoner, after all! I'm beginning to suspect that he doesn't know what a model prisoner actually is. So you use this trick to peek through the window. That's right, yes! I made sure that the guard wasn't looking and leaned out into the corridor.
Hold it!
Why did you make so much of an effort just to take a look? Well, you see, I heard noises coming from next door. And that room was supposed to be empty, so I thought it was strange. And you went to look as soon as you heard these noises? Yes, yes, of course! I had to see what was going on, so I went right away. I see. I see. Are there any problems with what Mr. Sot just said? Sorry, I was too busy delivering the lines that I wasn't paying attention. That room was supposed to be empty. Yeah, mayhaps. You claim that you looked into the next room as soon as you heard some noise. If that's the case, you must have seen more than just a dead body. Because the person who made the noises should have been in there too. You've got him quaking in his boots, Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Sot, tell us the truth about what you saw. Sorry, that phrase is funny to me. You do, of course, have the right to remain silent. But it will do little to dispel the notion that you were somehow involved in this crime. I'm sorry. I did see something else, but it's too insane to believe. I really thought I might have dreamt it. That's why I wasn't sure if I should mention it. Just tell us what you saw. All right. It was the dog. Oh, that's right, the dog. It was on the title screen, but I had already forgotten about it. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my glasses. I, like, fucked up my nose pads, and now my glasses don't want to stay up on my fuck-ass face. Stay. Alright. And what I saw is the stuff of nightmares! That huge black dog had sunk his terrible teeth into the victim's throat! What did you just say? It was hellish. Utterly hellish. That beast, that awful beast, he killed him.
A beast, huh? La bestia. Ugh, suddenly I don't feel so good. Jeepers creepers. God, he's so funny.
Jeepers creepers! That's awful. Talk about traumatizing. It was dreadful, horrible. Now you know why I couldn't help but scream. So there's a man-eating dog in the prison's animal population, is there?
Doesn't seem to like me very much.
And that really is everything, I promise. You believe me, don't you? For now. This one seems too far-fetched a lie even for you. I'd like you to append what you just told us to your testimony, if you don't mind. Very well.
Hold on.
How much do you remember about the man you saw?
Sorry, I'm like, my hands are a little sore from sewing all day. Not all day, just all afternoon. The morning, I was hanging with Sarah a little bit.
Oh, I remember everything. Let's see. He had blonde hair and his neck was covered in blood because he was dead. Yes, we know that, Mr. Sawat. Thank you very much. I'm just telling you what I saw. I thought that you attorneys were obsessed with the little details. There's some serious venom behind those words. It's because of Phoenix. Something tells me he may not have had the best experience with defense attorneys in the past. What? That's crazy. What would make you say that?
Hold it!
You're sure this black dog was biting the victim's throat? Yes, there was blood everywhere. The beast's mouth was dripping with it and... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Spare us the gory details, will you? What about the victim? Was he...
Ah! Don't say it! Don't say it! Do you really need to ask him that, Mr. Edgeworth?
Okay, what was that punch for? I'm on your side here. He wasn't moving at all. He was just lying there. Meaning he was already dead. Omae wa mou shindeiru. Nani? There was so much blood just oozing from his neck.
Yeah, I mean, you do have a major artery up there.
Oh, he was dead as a doornail, I'm sure of that. Not even the twitch of a finger, just lifeless. Ah! Enough already, oh. Why do you have to go into every little detail like that? To give you a nice and accurate testimony. That is what you want, isn't it? Shall I add what I've said to my testimony, Mr. Edgeworth? Please do. It was awful, I tell you. Terrible.
Alright, hold on. Oh. Okay.
Hold it!
You paint a very vivid picture. Well, I had a front row seat, I suppose. I could almost feel the agony of the poor man's final moments.
I don't think I'll be getting any sleep tonight, Mr. Edgeworth.
You won't? Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, and it's all your fault for pressing him for more gory details.
I'll be having nightmares tonight myself. It's also still so fresh in my memory.
Okay, this is a real question. Have any of you guys ever seen a dead body? Like, not just like at a funeral, but like them wheeling someone on a stretcher or anything? I have not, by the way. I've seen pictures of things, obviously, but never like in a car or anything. My mom would make me look away, even when I was like 16, 17. Which was interesting. That created its own kind of trauma in a way. But I'm just curious if anyone has... how common of an experience that is to like see a dead body. Because Ace Attorney makes it seem like it's so common. But I've only ever seen people in like at funerals. Never anyone in a hospital, and never like just come across like a dead body or anything like that, thankfully. This is a good thing, by the way. I don't want to particularly.
A snowflake motif in relief. You seem to have a very clear memory of this ring, Mr. Sawat. Well, I used to go door to door selling newspaper subscriptions, you see. I had to take people in at a glance. Their appearance, their mood, that sort of thing. Figuring out who exactly you're dealing with is the first step in any sale. Except in this case, you were figuring out a corpse. What can I say? Force of habit. One that served me very well in my sales career, if I do say so myself.
If a cadaver for medical study counts, then yes. Whoa, really? Dude, no, I've never... that's crazy. They let y'all do that? That's wild.
Even so, you seem to have remembered things to an uncanny level of detail. I suppose. Nevertheless, it's true. I remember the ring, the relief, all of it. Is what he's saying even plausible, though? Perhaps I should take another look at the condition of the victim's body as we found it. I know what I saw, Mr. Edgeworth, and my eyes don't lie. So Knight was bitten in the throat by a dog that lives here in the prison. Not the most plausible of explanations, I have to say. Well, they do say pets take after their owners.
But there are some things they shouldn't take after. Not if they're supposed to help reform their owners. Otherwise, what's the point of having an animal therapy program?
I should probably ask Mr. Sod a little more about this dog.
Yep, it was an opt-in in high school bio. An opt-in trip in high school bio. That's crazy. I don't know if I would have done it. I'm like squeamish about the weirdest thing. Weirdest things is the problem. I fear you wouldn't have been able to see this.
Objection!
A ring with a snowflake relief. Yes, I saw it clear as day. It was carved in such fine detail. Interesting. Your testimony is certainly very accurate. In fact, I'd say it's just a little too accurate. And what's wrong with being too accurate? I mean this. You testified to having seen a ring with a snowflake design on it. And while the victim did indeed have a ring on his finger,
Dicey finger on his ring.
see, exactly as I said. There is no way you could have seen it. Take a look at this photograph.
Truly, lol, I couldn't have done it. I couldn't do it now for sure, but high school me was truly up for anything. Wow. Also, sorry if you hear fireworks in the background. I don't know. Something about my city. This is like the thing that has still confused me to this day about where I live. Is they fucking love fireworks. Like any excuse to set off any excuse to set off fireworks is like they jump right in. It's so funny. It did kill any small desire I might have had to go into hospital work though. Yeah, it's so funny. I wasn't squeamish as a kid at all. How do I say? How do I say this? Oh, I was really interested in medical science, especially with animals, because I wanted to be a vet, and I even thought about being like a surgeon. Then I got like resensitized to it. And then that I just like started being a little more squeamish again, but not like terribly, just enough. Anyway, look at this photograph.
As you can see, the victim's right hand was covered by a tarp. It would have been impossible for you to see his ring, let alone what design was on it. Unless, that is, you approached the body and removed the sheet. You told us earlier you only took a look through the window in the door. Yet you seem to have seen quite a lot from such a disadvantaged location, Mr. Sod.
Who the heck do you think you are, huh? Mr. Big Shot, acting like you know it all? I mean, I saw what I saw, I swear. Oh, I know, the man's arm. It must have moved under that tarp after I peeked in.
Objection!
Nonsense. You already told us that can't have been the case.
He wasn't moving at all, he was just lying there. He's super dead. Super dead.
You said it yourself that the victim was already dead, and dead men don't move, do they?
Well, actually, your body can jerk sometimes after you're dead. There's like little activities that your body is still doing that sometimes it will like move, which is so scary, by the way. Hooey! Is he supposed to be like country?
Hoo-wee! Is that the stench of desperation I smell?
Is he supposed to be Louisiana?
What are you hiding, Mr. Sod?
Sod. Yeah, that's his name? Yeah. Oh my god, for some reason I was like, that's not how you say that. Ah! Okay, I'm good.
Tell us!
I feel like I used all my brain cells during GeoGuessr. We only played one round of it, but I like, this is such a tangent, I'm so sorry. So I used to know Korean, like, not super well, but like, enough to have like a small conversation, and I knew a lot of like random words and grammar, because grammar is extremely similar to Japanese grammar, like the patterns are, and so, I like forget that about myself sometimes, and so we were playing GeoGuessr today. We were playing Dads Around the World, and we got 2 locations in a row that were in South Korea, and I was really proud of myself because I like read the Korean and was like, oh, I know what this says. It's like hiking trail, because I knew 2 of the 3 words that were on it, and I'm like, oh, like ande is like annai in Japanese, so like a guide, and we were on a mountain, like a famous mountain on Jeju Island, so like, and then I was like saying words and like knowing how to say them and knowing how to pronounce them, and like I was like, yeah, dude, I did used to know this language a little better, and so my brain is like weirded out because it's like, yeah, you used to know this, I'm bringing it back. For something completely unrelated. Anyway, sorry about that tangent. No, you're wrong. I know what I saw. Ugh. Ah! Gross. You couldn't let it go, could you? Had to keep on poking and prodding. You slimy two-bit associate attorney. It seems the meal wrister saw it. Oh boy. Yeah, it seems the real... Guys, I got a 9 on the IELTS. I don't know what you want from me. I'm gonna bring that joke up every time I make a mistake like that. Well, I got a 9 on the IELTS, so...
It seems the real Mr. Sod has finally revealed himself.
Whoa, that's quite the rug he was rocking. Came straight at you like some kind of flying black cat. Look, I'm just a sweet innocent witness here.
But are you really?
How old is he? Do we know? 47. Was my dad that bald at 47? Yeah, I guess so. Maybe he had a little more hair. Wait a minute, hold on. How old is, what's her face? I'm normal. It's fine.
But are you really? Because I must say I have doubts. Very serious doubts.
What's that supposed to mean?
You saw something that should have been impossible to see from outside the workshop. So, how did you do it? That's simple. Mr. Sod, this is where you were standing when you saw the body.
Well, I think you were probably in the workshop, yeah?
You were in the same room as the body. That's the only way you could have seen the relief on the ring.
Or he was wearing the ring before. But no, he was in the other area of the prison. Okay, never mind. Say what you want, but you don't have a shred of evidence, do you? Nothing to prove I was in the room with the body, anyway. You can't prove it, can you? Because I was in the next room over. Minding my own business and looking after the animals. Why else would I have signed out a pair of rubber gloves? For fun? Oh, you shouldn't have said that. Now put up or shut up. I want to see evidence that proves I was in that room with the body. For intimate use only, baby.
Take that!
Remind me, Mr. Sod. What were you doing when you discovered the body?
How many times do I was practicing my pet styling techniques.
Of course. Then perhaps this rubber glove might mean something to you.
That's...
This glove was found by the victim's body. I believe it was dropped by the killer. And I can't help but notice that you have a similar glove tucked into your apron.
No! This one's different!
Hold it!
Yes, that one does seem awfully lonely, doesn't it?
Why is he gonna say it like that? Hold it! Yeah, it's just a rubber glove. There are hundreds of them all over the prison. This doesn't prove anything. We could fingerprint those, probably.
Not yet, perhaps. But if I were to ask the police to check this glove for prints,
I'm on it.
I have a feeling the results would be rather fascinating.
Checkmate da. Sorry.
It's over.
Objection!
Oh, what the? Oh, okay, sorry. I like it. Oh, what the? That was a pretty rad objection, am I right? Please, Fender, now is not the time for tomfoolery. But I have a legit objection, because this isn't over. There's something that still doesn't make sense. Our man here is a prisoner, right? He's got one of those bracelet doohickeys on.
That's true! So how could he have left his workshop in the first place? His bracelet would have triggered the alarm if he'd tried.
Right, we don't have a good explanation for that yet. Well, anything you'd like to share, good buddy? We're all friends here.
He can probably take it off or something.
That's weird! You should be clinging onto that bracelet like the big, round lifesaver it is.
In what way?
As in, it's the best hope our wig-flinging friend here has for getting off the hook for murder. Sorry, can't get into the crime scene with a bracelet on. If it was me, I'd be arguing that for my life. And yet he hasn't said a peep about it. I wonder why that might be, The sound of silence. I suppose Ms. Law Priestess did preach that silence is golden yesterday, too.
Whoa! You sounded like an actual attorney for a second there, Mr. Fender.
The worst of times are when lawyers calmly show our biggest smiles. Gregory taught me that. It was part of the attorney's code he lived by.
Aw, him and Mia live by the same code. That makes me want to cry a little.
So, friend, what's the dealio? Why so coy about your bracelet?
Where'd you get a new one?
Well, to tell you the truth, it's broken. Broken? I fell over a little while back, you see, and hit it on the floor. After that, it didn't seem to set the sensors off anymore. I should have told the guards about it, I know, but, well, it was awfully convenient. I see. So your bracelet is broken. But do they really break that easily? If so, then this prison has a serious security problem.
Well, he might have come down pretty hard on it. You never know. I've known someone who broke a wrist or something like that. They broke a bone falling up the stairs. This guy is me! Literally me.
You there! Could we have a moment?
Oh, aren't you just the cutest? Meow! How can I help you, sir? Oh, the kitty.
This prisoner's bracelet appears to be broken.
What? Really? That's not good. I'll get someone to find a replacement right away.
Thank you. We'll keep hold of the broken one for the time being.
Okay, interesting.
Of course, sir. I trust you'll take good care of it. Sweet! Bracelet sorted. Now, to turn our murderer in, yeah? What? No, I didn't kill anybody! Whoa there, Palio. You were the one who said your bracelet was out of commission. Or were there other inmates freely roaming the halls while everybody was busy watching the show? No, I just found the body. That's all, I promise. And when I did, that enormous dog still had his mouth wrapped around the poor man's neck. I only went into the workshop after the beast had left. And why did you go in? Well, Oh, fine. I wanted to go through his pockets, okay? He was going to rob the corpse? That explains why he remembers Knight's ring in so much detail.
Hey, why are you looking at me like that? I'm a great thief. I'd never stoop so low as to steal from a...
Well, I didn't steal anything either. The show ended just after I'd entered the room and all the other inmates came trickling downstairs thereafter. I panicked, rushed back to the other workshop, and started my fake screaming. And dropped the glove in your haste, huh?
Okay. Updated.
I guess this all just about hangs together. Anything smell funky to you, Miles? Other than whether Mr. Sawt is the one who did it, I'd say one very significant question still remains. The dog. The question of how Knight made it into the prison proper from his holding cell in the detention center.
That's also true.
Ooh, yeah, that one's a doozy. I also can't help but wonder about another key feature of Mr. Sawt's testimony.
The dog. Thank you.
That dog's involvement can only mean one thing. Mr. Sawt. Yes. Well, what is it? Were you the only prisoner who didn't go to watch the show? Well, no. There was one other who didn't. Am I right in thinking that this person couldn't have watched the show even if he'd wanted to? Yes. How did you... I knew it. I had my suspicions when we first ran into that black dog yesterday, but this confirms it. For a criminal that dangerous to end up in a place like this is unbelievable, but... Where is this person's cell? You're going to see... him?
Who are we talking about here?
Him! He's not like the other prisoners, you know. He's special. Gets treated like royalty. Yeah, but you didn't hear that from me. All I'll say is, if you value your life, you'll stay well away from him.
What? Will you please stop trying to scare us all the time?
The big cheese, huh? Well, I, for one, definitely value my life, so that sucks.
He's so funny.
They keep him in maximum security. Which is over there.
Kitty. Bunny.
Maximum security. Well, that's certainly one way of treating someone differently.
Alright, quit being so mysterious and tell us who he is already.
Let's just say he's highly skilled when it comes to people's lives. Better than anyone, in fact. And, that's all I'm prepared to say on the subject. In fact, I may have already said too much. Well, Milesy, anything you care to share? Or are you going to leave Kay and I in the dark here, too? The mystery man in maximum security is an old acquaintance. Let's go pay him a visit. I suspect we'll find our dark canine friend there, too. I'm free!
Pony. Polly. It's interesting to think about Polly potentially being rehomed. Oh, you have new things to say?
Hey, you there. Is it true? Is what true?
The broken bracelet thing. Cause I want one too, you hear?
You break the rules even now, from behind bars?
No, it ain't like that. I just want to hang out with the animals is all. So true. It's not a crime to be an animal lover, you know, Mr. Edgeworth. That was a bad delivery, I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. Pig. Kitty.
It's a cat.
What a possum kitty!
Please, Kay, I'd appreciate it if you could stick to using normal words.
If I had a little buddy like her, life in prison wouldn't be so bad. Oh, what am I thinking? I can't get locked up for real.
Perhaps I Perhaps I better give her a meowment to get this cat speak out of her system.
Bunny. Alright, anything else to say?
Ugh, I can't believe you found out about my bracelet! I was expecting you to show a little more remorse. Huh? Oh, well, of course, I am very remorseful, yes. Anyway, shouldn't you be, on your way to maximum security? A word of warning, but I suggest you be on your best behavior from now on. Of course, I won't be stepping out of line again. As if I needed a reminder from the likes of you. You might also consider using your best words, too, Mr. Sawt.
Nothing new from you? Okay, Monkey. Okay, I'm gonna save real fast. I'm excited. I don't know what his new name is, but I really like this character. Wow, it's pitch black in there. I can't see a thing.
But didn't you say that the Yatagarasu takes flight even in the dead of night or something?
Or something. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight. One alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu.
Whoa, you are one powerful performer.
Thanks, but that doesn't help me see in the dark. I'm a human, not a three-legged raven. Ah! Dog.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They both ran away. That's so iconic. Oh my god. What do I do for his voice?
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. That voice. I knew it. It has been far too long. You remember me? I could hardly forget now, could I? After all, you are the one who put me away.
Mr. Edgeworth? Are you talking to that dog?
She's so funny. Or is there someone else in there? Still can't see a dang thing. Oh, but I am forgetting myself. Forgive me. I do not often receive visitors. One moment. I will turn on the lights.
This is how I live, by the way, in case you all were wondering what it's like living in a basement suite. My overhead light normally has 3 working bulbs in it, and I have 1 working bulb in it right now. In case you were wondering. I wish my apartment was this cool, though. I just have a bunch of yaoi. Why is his head shaped like that? He should get that checked out.
You are a heavy-footed lot. Am I right in thinking there are 3 of you in all?
Oh, they kept the shirt saying boss. Love.
Very well. Perhaps we should start by introducing ourselves. I am Bodhidharma Kanis. Bodhidharma. Okay, yeah, Bodhidharma Kanis. As you may have gathered, Mr. Edgeworth and I are old acquaintances. Canis was a notorious assassin. Some knew him as the Blind Butcher. His only weapons were a vicious hunting hound and a fearsomely sharp knife. His appearance was always announced by the sound of bells, the last sound his victims would ever hear.
How do you know that if his victims died? Think about that.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I to guess why you have come to see me? You know why I'm here. In fact, I'm willing to bet you know every detail of this sordid little affair already. And I suppose we have nothing to hide from one another.
Oh, I love this guy. I gotta be real. Hold on, I just want to see.
Very well. You wish to water the flowers of the earth with the blood of your veins. What a noble request. I will gladly see to its fulfillment.
The dog.
I'll thank you not to ascribe to such a morbid meaning to the proof of my profession. What this? I'd like to ask you about this, if I may. Ask me of killing Mr. Edgeworth and you will have more success. Or is this a hint, perhaps? A clue as to who you wish me to eliminate? No, it isn't, and you know it. We have a board and pieces. A game, Mr. Edgeworth. It is rare that I have the chance to play an opponent face to face these days. As tempting of an offer as that is, I'm afraid I'll have to politely refuse. I don't have time to be playing games. I also doubt you'd stick to the rules. Your unhealthy relationship with rules. I wonder if it's because all you have is work. Ooh! Oh! Bullseye! Such a shame. Such a terrible shame. Isn't it, Helmut? Yes.
Helmut, is that an Egyptian god name as well? Because I think he was named Anubis, right? Helmut. Oh, it's a German word, apparently. Protection. Or helmet.
Or fighting spirit.
Aw, I liked Anubis a little better. I kind of wish that they had stuck with the, how do I say, the, like, thematic of his, like, mysticism bullshit.
Even the dog's feeling sorry for me. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. I'd like to ask you a few questions about your dog. You can ask him yourself if you wish. This is ridiculous. I can't cross-examine a dog.
Not with that attitude. Yeah, I also like Anubis better. Yeah. They could have gone with, like... Oh, like... Rangda or Shisa, or like a name to do with like Hindu faith. There's so many different like demons. They could have just named him Oni. But like for Japanese, they could have named him like a bunch of other things. Ugh. Oni would probably be too on the nose, but I think would like it better than this one.
Not that he can understand you, of course. Perhaps I should have mentioned that. Isn't he a silly man? Helmut. Aww. They seem to understand each other well enough. Though I suppose it would be rather sad if they actually didn't.
Dog. I unfortunately love this guy. He's like one of my favorite characters in this game.
Your faithful canine friend is currently the chief suspect in a murder investigation. The person who found the body saw a dog with his mouth around the victim's throat. Your witness is mistaken. Helmut is a gentle soul. He is my eyes, nothing more. It is absurd to think that he would do such a thing, isn't it, boy? Yes, yes, it is. You are a good boy, aren't you?
I'm obsessed with him!
Helmut is more than a mere seeing eye dog, and he's certainly no good boy. He's also a trained killer. A weapon once used in this man's sordid trade. This witness of yours, he is trustworthy, I assume. Sod is anything but trustworthy, and he's still very much a suspect himself. I can hardly claim that his testimony is beyond reproach. I'll know, then. I thought as much. Yes, I did, Helmut, yes. It figures that he already knew who our witness is.
God. I love this guy. I forgot how much I loved him.
What were you doing between 8 and 10 a.m. yesterday morning, Mr. Canis? During the show, you mean? I was here, ensconced in these humble surroundings. I have developed a passion for wood carving, you see. An obsession, even. I was engrossed in it all morning. And you have permission to engage in such a hobby? I can't believe someone would actually let you.
The warden and I have an understanding.
An understanding? That's ridiculous. This man shouldn't be allowed one, let alone 5 chisels.
Sorry, I'm just like looking at what he's got going on here. Prayer beads. A futon.
They're nothing but lethal weapons in his hands.
I was carving Buddhist pieces at first, but by the 674th, my interest had begun to wane.
Whoa, that must have taken forever.
Time is all I have, child. In any case, my focus has now shifted to pieces such as these.
Sick.
The Cerberus chess piece, ugh. Dude, that's sick.
I didn't know you played chess.
You play too, do you not, Prosecutor? Perhaps one day you might indulge me? Though you may find my game rather rudimentary. I only began after my arrival here, I'm afraid.
What's that piece? A dog with 3 heads.
Cerberus. Ah, yes, the dogs of war. You must forgive my little joke. Chess is, after all, a game of war. Soldiers, knights, castles, all doing their utmost to protect the king, all loyal to the last. I've always thought it strange that such a game has no place for a dog.
He's right. He's right and he should say it.
After all, what more loyal weapon could an army call upon? Still, it's simply a piece I made for fun. Fear not, I play by the regular rules, and with the regular pieces.
Dude, this guy would love D&D. I need Canis to get into D&D. I can't imagine it's easy finding opponents to play here in prison, though.
Oh, I have my correspondence.
Correspondence chess, then? Sharing moves by post?
Yes, even prisoners are allowed to send and receive letters. Their contents are inspected, of course. Although, I have yet to receive the details of my current opponent's next move.
Dog chess piece. Dog. Sounds like this current opponent isn't a resident here.
Oh my god, he would. No, he would love D&D.
I suppose you know the identity of the deceased, Mr. Canis?
His name was Bronco Knight, was it not? Poor unfortunate soul. So sad. So true.
Or yet true. I don't remember the words.
I'm a very busy woman and I haven't got all day.
I don't remember all the words. I haven't seen Little Mermaid in a really long time. I think the last time I watched it wasn't even in English. You keep your ear to the ground.
My ears are all I have, Mr. Edgeworth.
Why am I not surprised that he's plugged into the prison's information network? I mean, what else do they have to do besides goss?
But perhaps he was not so unfortunate after all.
What do you mean? I mean, he's free of this.
Mr. Knight's crime was a grave one. A crime for which he would have been made to pay dearly anyway.
Sorry, I'm readjusting my hair.
The attempted assassination of a president. That is no small matter.
Attempted assassination?
Wait, Mr. Edgeworth! Didn't Mr. Knight...
Yes, we proved that he murdered his team leader and that there was no attempt on the president's life. Could it be? Are they attempting to cover up President Wong's fake assassination scheme? Whoa, whoa, whoa there, cowboy. You're saying the Bronxter didn't actually have a pop at the prez? I was hired to defend him on the charge of attempted murder.
You mean you don't know what really happened? So what, they just blamed the whole assassination thing on Mr. Knight?
It would explain why the committee was so keen to get involved.
Of course! They took you off the case to try to keep you away!
And swapped in that...
so funny in this game, dude. Oh my god, okay. They made him really funny in this relocalization. And swapped in that wiener kid to push through an attempted murder charge. Oh my god, Valtube High. This game is so peak, man. Hard agree. I love this game so much. I'm really excited to be experiencing this relocalization. Because I'm getting lines like this. Swapped in that wiener kid to push through an attempted murder charge. Okay, I'm normal. In other words, they're trying to cover up the truth. Of course they are.
So they really were trying to frame him. According to the guards, this night, was it? They tell me he was violently insistent that he had attempted no assassination.
Which would have come out anyway when the case went to trial.
I'm no expert in legal matters, but allow me to say this one thing. I know for a certainty that he would not have been the first inmate imprisoned on false pretenses.
I love how you can see, yeah, you can see him in the PIC pic. Yeah. Yeah, it's a win, if you know kind of situation. Ugh.
An uncomfortable fact, but a fact nonetheless. Yes, Helmut, yes it is, yes. The courtroom is not always the bastion of truth you believe it to be, Mr. Edgeworth.
God, it's just like Persona 5. It's so funny that I'm playing Persona 5 Royal while I'm playing this game because their themes are so stupid similar. I didn't mean for that to happen. It just kind of worked out that way, but like their themes are so similar. What is justice? And I can't say that. That's okay. Speaking of things I can't help but associate. What is justice? True justice, true power lies in the heart, not in something vile like you. It's from Grandia 2. Have you played The Greatest Attorney 2? I have. I have played all Ace Attorney games except for the Professor Layton crossover, which I will be playing blind eventually. But yes, The Greatest Attorney 2 is, I think, objectively the best Ace Attorney game, period. When we take away Great Ace Attorneys, this is, I think, objectively, like, mystery and everything, like, so good. It's my personal favorite. Objectively, is it the best one? I don't know, but it's up there. If it's not the best, it's tied. Anyway.
No bastion of truth, huh? I've heard something to that effect before. Yes, from a certain Interpol agent who doesn't have much faith in prosecutors.
Lang mention, hey. 好久不见. It's so funny that the best Ace Attorney game are spin-off sequels, literally. Ah! 好久不见. Wait. I missed you. Sorry, I just like when I look at him. You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors too, are you? Fueled by that kind of thinking, is it any wonder that courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it today.
I was never able to fully dispel his mistrust of prosecutors.
And maybe you shouldn't, dude. He kind of has reason.
Even Helmut understands, don't you, Helmut? Yes, you do.
Every time I get to do that, it's so funny, because that's me.
The truths revealed in court and your deductions. It is dangerous to trust either implicitly.
Talking about The Greatest Attorney 2, I'm about to finish it. I'm at... Oh, man. Dude. I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it. I can't be normal about that game. It's very important to me, though.
Ugh. But I am not bitter. You are not the first to make me a subject of unfounded suspicions in recent days. In fact, I was visited by another prosecutor only yesterday. He was accompanied by a judge. They even dragged the warden along, her distaste for me lingering unspoken in the air.
Not those two again.
Prosecutor Winner and Judge Gavel.
They went over my cell with a fine-tooth comb, but they left empty-handed. They were looking for the murder weapon, I believe, to no avail. But I mustn't take it personally. Rumor has it that they searched every cell in the prison and still failed to find what they were looking for. I pray they weren't too disappointed.
Alright, it's interesting.
Well, that posed more questions than it answered. What do we do now? Saad's testimony is flimsy at best. I'll need more proper evidence if I want to take Canis on.
Dog. Dog.
Well, I think that's quite enough chit-chat for one day. Helmut will show you out. Good boy, Helmut. Go on now.
He's not showing us out permanently, right? Let's get out of here, come on!
At first, like, I've seen scarier.
Until next time, Mr. Canis.
It does pain me that our brief time must end, just as we were becoming reacquainted. I await your return, Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay. Pausing for just a moment. It is time to stretch. Everybody, you know what to do. We move our bodies. Just a little. Doesn't have to be a lot. Just a little. Oy. Oy. Yeesha. Oh dear. Oh god. Ugh. Wow. Oh my god, K! I just noticed K. Oh. That was nice. Okay. Whew. Fucking Kay. She's so funny. Direct descendant of Herlock Sholmes, if I have anything to say about it. I was talking to my friend about Greatest Attorney last night because they were like, will you look at this fic and tell me what you think of the characterization? Like a fic that they're thinking about picking up again. And they're like, I know you aren't into the pairing, but like, if you could just like for characterization's sake. And I was like, yeah. And they wrote Sholmes so well. I was like, dude, you wrote him too well. And then with Van Zieks, they wrote this paragraph of like Sholmes kind of like yelling at him in a coked out haze because it's a Bridgerton AU. And they like ripped into him and I was like, oof. I was like, as someone who really, really relates to Van Zieks, you nailed this. What was the response? Hold on, it was really funny. Hold on, let me find it. Non-target kill. I was like, yeah, a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. You did totally get me. I was like, yeah, I do. Unfortunately, I do super relate to that guy. One of my friends has an OC that is Sholmes' descendant. Love. I love that. Ugh, I miss my OCs.
Now to gather the evidence I need to bolster my case.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth!
That's the best hiding spot she could find. It's alright, Kay, you can come down now. Where's Fender?
He ran off somewhere. I had no idea he could move that fast.
Fender.
So, what do we do now?
You and I will continue the investigation, and I know just where to start. By solving that one particular mystery that's been dogging us this whole time.
Dog mention?
Knight's body was found in one of the prison workshops, but he was presumably being detained in one of the detention center's holding cells. So how did he wind up on the other side of those heavy security doors?
Well, there's a hallway right there.
Start by investigating the holding cells.
And Mr. Knight's room, right? But, what about Mr. Fender?
I'm sure he'll find us when he's ready.
Sure, but he is kind of our boss, isn't he? Oh well. She goes, eh.
The victim's cell is just over there.
Lead the way, Mr. Edgeworth. Huh? I have just about had it.
Who's that?
I have just about had it.
Warden Lagarde. She must have just come from the corridor marked no entry.
He's still not talking, ma'am? Even with the evidence you borrowed from the precinct? No, and I've tried so many times I've lost count. What am I supposed to do? I can't send in a blank report. I guess a killer for hire was always going to be a tough nut to crack.
A killer for hire?
Oh!
I couldn't help overhearing, Warden Lagarde, but were you just talking about Bodhidharma Canis?
My! You were listening? How very gosh of you. A girl's privacy is her armor, you know.
Do you normally conduct interrogations of the man yourself?
Oh, it's not just him, darling. I try to have the occasional tete-a-tete with everyone you see. That's what it means to be a member of the family in this little home of ours. There isn't a person who hasn't made the pilgrimage to my office at least once. Where's your office? Oh, we don't know yet. It's just generally that area. Okay.
Your office?
How sweet! He's angling for an invite. Well, I suppose it is the hottest ticket in town. It's down this corridor here, darling. But FYI, I don't just let anybody wander in willy-nilly.
Let's see. That would put it right around here.
It's a wonderful... Sorry, that laugh. Sorry, Nelly came out for a second. It's a wonderful room, if I do say so myself. All my guests rave about it. And who wouldn't want to view of my fabulous garden in the yard? Oh la la! The yard? If it's anything like the rest of the place, it's probably full of adorable animals, right? Can I see? Okay. Oh, darling, it's so sweet of you to take an interest, but I'm afraid that's just not possible. Why not? Because you're not a member of our home. If you want to see it that badly, you'll just have to get convicted for doing something unspeakable.
That's a rather steep price to pay.
Oh, but just listen to me, chattering away like there's no tomorrow. It's time for Allie's lunchy brunch. Oh, the poor dear will be dying.
Allie?
The sweetest little deer in all the world. I know I shouldn't have favorites, but you know how it is. Now to the yard with me. Ciao for now, darlings. I love her.
Oop. I wanted to ask her more about Canis, but she dominated that conversation from start to finish. Well, yes.
Silence, bottom.
Let's go investigate the victim's shell. The victim's cell, shall we?
I got a 9 on the IELTS. Shut up.
Hold on, just switching my little beverage.
Okay.
So this is Knight's cell.
When do you think he was brought in, Mr. Edgeworth?
It would have to have been the evening of the 25th, just after the events at the lake. And then, at some point, he wound up in the prison proper. But how? There must be some evidence here that will point us in the right direction.
Alright, let's get looking, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hell yeah.
Alright, let's go... Well, let's talk to you first.
Keep up the good work, officer. Otsukaresama desu.
Hi, sir. Yep, there's absolutely no need to keep an eye on us. Because we're two great thieves of justice. You're what now?
You really needn't pluralize thieves on my account, Kay.
Alright. Is that a shower, I guess? Or is this just like sink?
Reflected in the mirror is...
A security camera! A great thief's greatest enemy! Nothing about this place is very thief-friendly, if I'm being honest.
I think that might be entirely deliberate, Kay. Guard! I'd like you to retrieve the footage from this security camera and review it as carefully as you can. If you see anything out of the ordinary, inform me immediately.
Yes, sir. Okay. So we're working on that. ¿Qué es este? I must scour the scene. I want the best until I've inspected. Sorry, I'm looking at the books. Second Chance at Life. Making money while serving time. You'll laugh tomorrow. An anthology. Understanding animal emotions. Life as a pet stylist. 200 Days to Freedom. An escape story.
The books are crazy.
Wow, that's a lot of books. Let's take a look. You'll laugh tomorrow. An anthology. Understanding animal emotions. Life as a pet stylist. Maybe there was more to Mr. Knight than met the eye.
Sadly, I don't think these were his. They were likely specially selected and placed here for the detainees, with the hopes that they would want to better themselves during their time here. A second chance at life. Interviews with a former prisoner. These books appear to have been written by current model prisoners and former inmates.
Oh, I like the look at this one. 200 Days to Free, yeah. Figured you might. And this one too, making money while serving time.
This facility may have more deeply rooted problems than I thought.
Sure. What's this? Oh, is this a menu? Oh my god, I see omurice. Ine. Oh my god, I wish I got this menu option every day. Are you kidding? It looks like... Nandaro. What are these options? That looks like hamburger steaky with cheese. And then hamburger steaky with egg. Some kind of nabe. Omurice. Katsu? Tonkatsu? Or maybe karaage or something like that. And then kare. Ine. Ooh, what's a menu doing here, Mr. Edgeworth?
It seems that those held in the detention center are able to choose what they'd like to eat each day. If they can afford it, that is.
Money makes the world go round, I guess. But doesn't that make life super easy for rich detainees?
Well, Kay, bear in mind that the people held in these cells haven't been found guilty yet. Some of them don't deserve to be punished. Quite a few of them, in fact.
So you're saying it's fine that people with money don't have as hard a time of it as everyone else?
Ugh. How did I wind up defending the practices of the detention system?
I mean, she's bringing up a really good point. Like, I don't know, interesting predicament. Hey, look at this weird piece of paper.
There's some sort of grid on it. Let's take a closer look.
PP. I'm sorry. PPP. PP is really killing me. I'm sorry.
Could this be related to the evidence somehow?
Hold on. I just want to like examine.
There's nothing of interest here.
What?
The grid appears to be a chess diagram. The victims, I suppose.
What's a chess diagram?
A visual representation of a game of chess. See how the locations of all the pieces are marked? This seems to be a closely fought contest. But perhaps if this pawn were... No, wait.
Not now, Mr. Edgeworth. This is no time to be playing games.
Yes, I suppose you're right. This isn't the first time I've seen this configuration of pieces. It was from a different perspective, but it was definitely the same game. Perhaps it would be wise to take another look at the evidence in my possession. It's this formation. This chess game. I've seen it before.
Enough with the chess chat, Mr. Edgeworth. We're supposed to be investigating here. Focus!
I am investigating. This particular bit of chess chat could prove to be vital. Now, take a look at this. Can you tell me what it is?
It's the chess that we saw in Mr. Connis's cell. But, I don't really know the rules of chess, so...
The rules of the game are not important here. What is important are the positions of the pieces. Compare the ones in Mr. Connis's cell with these. Do you notice anything?
PP! I don't know which piece is which or anything, but if you turn the diagram like this, there are pieces in the same squares.
Indeed. There's no dog on the diagram, but that's to be expected. Apart from that, however, the positions of the pieces are identical.
And what does that tell us? Okay, we just heard this fucking line. He has his correspondence.
As unlikely as it...
Typo! As it may seem. Got you.
As unlikely as it may seem, Mr. Connis's chess opponent was...
Mr. Knight?
This could be just the proof we need to show that Mr. Connis had a connection to the victim.
Inch. Resting. Anything else on this that can be observed? Nothing else? B. I don't know enough about chess to know what are good moves here. I learned what the pieces are and where they can go. Or like, how they can go, rather. And I don't even fully remember which one's which.
The bowl is nice and spotless. And there are no signs that the toilet paper has been used. Everything seems to be in order with this toilet here.
What? Are you serious?
Why? What's wrong?
There's no door! There's not even a curtain! Whoever designed this place should have thought a little more about the people who have to live here.
I think there might be a reason behind the open plan layout.
I mean, I think that there should be like a slightly taller wall.
A standard barred window. No signs of it having been tampered with. I don't think there's any chance our killer escaped through here.
Aha! Must remember to bring something to saw through iron bars with. As they say, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Glad I got the chance to scope this place out.
Okay, we're investigating a crime scene, not preparing for your eventual escape.
Nuh-uh. Shirley said.
I must,
Nook and cranny. Hey look! This newspaper's got a chunk of it missing!
You're right. A few of its pages have been roughly torn out. But why?
Maybe Mr. Knight wanted to clean his cell, but didn't have a cleaning cloth?
It's not a totally implausible theory, I suppose. But who would try to clean their cell?
Well, it looks like someone tried on the floor, but let's look at this.
This bed doesn't look very comfortable. But that pillow cover is very clean. Spotless, in fact.
I bet this is the kind of bed Gummy sleeps in. I can just picture it, can't you?
No, I sense he's more of a mattress on the floor type.
Yeah, or he's got the Joker, like, box crate situation.
This must be Knight's suit jacket.
So I've been doing some research of my own.
Oh, and what have you discovered?
I've discovered that guys who look good in suits tend to be popular with the ladies. Girls who look good in suits can be also popular with the ladies, if they're in the right crowd of ladies. I'll see myself out. But don't worry. Guys with frilly neck ruffles are next on my research list.
Please stop.
Okay.
There's something different about this spot here.
This part of the floor is weirdly clean. Did somebody wipe it down or something?
Why would somebody only do the part right next to the bed, though?
I don't know. Something to think about. Nothing else? Alright, well then. Oops, wrong button. I wanted to save. It's time to deduce. Not really. It's time to logic. But that doesn't sound as fun. Okay, I think you were right.
This part of the floor has been wiped clean.
Maybe he spilled some grape juice?
Who knows? But we can certainly imagine what he used to do the wiping. The torn out pages of that newspaper.
Why wouldn't he just ask a guard for a cloth or something, though?
Perhaps he didn't want anyone to see what he was wiping up.
It looks like dust.
I think we've about exhausted this cell. We've made significant progress by establishing a connection between Mr. Connus and the victim.
This is bad, sir.
Is that the guard?
This is bad, sir. The security camera footage, sir. I watched it and...
What is it? Can you show it to us?
Yes, sir. I have a small playback monitor with me.
Then what are you waiting for? Let's see it.
Show me.
Oh!
Whoa! Animated.
Was that?
Was this animated in the original? I don't remember that. That black thing! It's that dog, right?
Until now, our assumption was that the crime had taken place inside the prison proper. But it seems that our assumption may have been wrong. Knight had actually been attacked in this location.
In the holding cells.
Take that!
Right here in the detention center. And the perpetrator was indeed Mr. Connus' dog. This is just the evidence we need. And if this is where Knight was actually murdered, then one of the pieces of evidence we found here in his cell takes on a whole new meaning.
If Knight's cell was the crime scene, which piece of evidence takes on a new significance? Oops.
I
would assume this.
The floor of Knight's cell was wiped clean, presumably to remove something. Could that something have been his blood?
Very possible.
Thank you, officer. Would you mind doing me one more favor?
Name it, sir.
There's a detective by the name of Gumshoe somewhere in this facility. I need you to give him a message. Tell him to have this cell tested for traces of blood and to report the results to Edgeworth.
You got it, sir. Now we can really go after that Connus guy, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
No, not yet. We still don't know how Knight and the dog moved between his cell and the prison proper.
Right, so that's what we need to figure out next. What's the play, Coach? Where are we off to?
I suspect one of the guards might know something. We should ask those posted nearby and see what they have to tell us.
Okay, time to get asking. Huh? Hold on. Hold that thought. Everybody pause. I didn't know he was coming in this episode. Hold on, pause. Everybody pause. If you heard something crashing down in my room, no you didn't. Don't worry about it. It was just a piece of plastic. Hold on. Thanks for the tour. Later. Pookie! Well, Mr. Prosecutor and his little friends. I didn't expect to run into you here. Must be my lucky day. I didn't expect to run into you.
This is Agent Shilong Lang of Interpol. He was in charge of a case I worked on 2 weeks back.
Wow, only 2 weeks ago. Edgeworth is not having a good month.
I thought he had gone home to Zhongfa after that, but here he is. You had some business to take care of, I take it, Agent Long.
You could say that. Nothing that need concern you, though. First a black hound, now a wolf in all black. Hey, wait, why are you all alone today?
That's true. He's usually accompanied by an army of police officers.
I hear you were at it again a couple days back, sticking your nose into things.
A couple of days back. Oh, he means the incident with the president of Zhongfa. Actually, I had thought you might be there as well, heading up the security detail.
Our president doesn't have much faith in the efficacy of his own country's police force. Maybe now he'll think twice before using contractors again. Amateurs.
Agent Long doesn't have much faith in prosecutors or the courts to do their jobs right. Which is why he's so meticulous about investigating with his hand-picked cream of the crop officers. Indeed. No doubt things would have turned out differently had you and your men been in charge.
My men, huh? Yeah, those guys aren't around anymore.
What? They're not?
It's funny, isn't it? I'm a real lone wolf now.
What are you saying, Agent Long? What on earth happened?
I told you. It doesn't concern you. See you around, Mr. Prosecutor. Aw, I thought he was gonna do a Long says. I was ready with my proverbs. I ran and got my book that has a bunch of fucking proverbs in it. Aw, man. Well, let me just throw out a little 4-character idiom. In this situation, perhaps, we could say, 会天乏术. Unable to save the situation. Wow, he seemed not okay.
Yes, and I would very much like to know why, but there's nothing we can do about it right now. Well, we'll worry about Agent Long later. We have an investigation to conduct.
Alright, let's start by talking to these guards. Okay. I'm gonna save. This part is going a lot longer than I thought it would. But because we're just talking to the guards, I think I can keep going. They don't have actual voices.
It's a security gate that can detect metal objects.
Am I the only one who gets a little nervous when I have to go through one of these? It's the same whenever I see a cop. I know I've done nothing wrong, but I still get anxious.
Maybe because you go around calling yourself a great thief.
Yeah, I feel the same way, Kay.
It's the door to the observation room.
Observation? You mean, are they always watching us? Or maybe they're just watching you and laughing at all the weird stuff you do.
Oh, weird stuff! I'm a perfectly normal person who does only perfectly normal things, I'll have you know.
That's the most Francisca he's ever sounded. Okay, talk to you. Oh man, I am in so much trouble.
What's the matter? You seem perturbed.
Oh, well, you see, one of my uniforms is missing. I could have sworn it was right here in my locker. Did it grow a pair of legs and run off somewhere?
Where in the world did that idea spring from?
Anyway, I hope you track it down soon. I'll be rooting for you. Thanks, I appreciate it. Interesting. I don't remember this.
These are the guards' lockers.
I bet they keep their uniforms in there. Snacks, too.
Snacks? Really?
Well, that's what I'd keep in there if it were me. She's right, though. I do keep, like, you get a work locker or small thing like that. I'm putting a snack in there. Work desk, there's some hidden snacks. What if your blood sugar gets low?
You know that not everyone is you, though, right? There's an assortment of trophies in here.
Just once, I'm gonna give someone a trophy.
And what sort of award would a great thief hand out?
Greatest rope escape, of course. Oh, but if I enter the contest, I guess it just turned into me handing the trophy to myself. The laughing sprite is so good.
I'd worry more about finding a venue willing to host such an event. Looks like there are offices down this way.
No entry, though, according to the sign. Don't they know that telling people not to do stuff just makes them want to do it more? It's human nature!
I would argue that it's the ability to resist such urges that would make us human.
Oh my god. Imagine these two are your philosophy teachers. The teacher and the TA. Can you imagine? Okay.
I was wondering, have you seen an enormous black dog wandering around here recently?
That thing? No way! If I had, I'd... Well, let's just say I'd be a lot more nervous about standing guard here. So, do you and this dog have some kind of history or something?
Now, Kay, you should know when to let sleeping dogs lie. By the sound of it, Conus's dog hasn't been spotted on this side of those heavy security doors.
Hey! Are those my faithful assistants I see before me?
Fender, and where exactly have you been?
Where have I been?
Where have you been? Been searching all along. Been facing twilight on now.
I've been looking for you two. Been searching high and low. Wandering lonely through the prison halls. It was terrible, I tell you.
But the prison's over there on the other side of the facility, boss.
The sprite movement. So listen, I just got the lowdown on some seriously dynamite material. You want to hear it? You want to hear it, right? Right?
Seamless.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was Kay for a second. I was chatting with a few of the guards, and they told me something trace interessant. He's gonna mispronounce all the French words. Don't come for me. I started playing, I'm gonna play Unpacking in a bunch of different languages. I started playing it in French, and it was really funny because I was like, okay, Sarah, I'm gonna tell you what I think this means. And you know what? Maybe I could pass a French test. Turns out the Bronxster had himself a little incident 2 days ago. Pre-mortem, if you catch my drift.
An incident?
Simeon told you he came to visit his pal, right? Well, it happened right after they'd wrapped up, when Bronco was being escorted back to his cell. It was just one guard, and he was handcuffed, obs. They'd made it back, and the guard was taking off his handcuffs when the Bronxster clobbered him. Knocked the poor guy out cold. Sounds like it might have been the prelude to a jailbreak. Because when the other guards showed up, they couldn't find their comrade's keys.
Were there any rumblings about Knight attempting an escape?
That's the bit that fries the old noggin. There were none. He just sat in his cell and turned up dead. And what's more, he swore right to the end that he never stole the keys. They turned his cell inside out too, but no dice.
The guard who was struck, what did he have to say?
Nothing. Poor guy was still out when they took him to the hospital. Ouch. Or it is, he's still there.
So there's nobody around to tell us what really happened.
Oh, I think this is my boy. What the? It's you losers!
That's all we need.
Play the song. Yeah. Heck. Oh, my little baby. Noriyuki Iwadare when I catch you. They were like, we need a theme song for this guy that's like, that just says he's a doofus. And Iwadare said, okay, hold my beer. Why are you still hanging around here like a bad smell?
Hey there, little buddy. Listen, Miles here is working with me now as an associate.
Nonsense! You're all just here to cause trouble and turn my investment. Or not. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, he's my favorite. Oh my god, he's the best character in this game. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Oh my god. Oh, I'm losing it. Okay. Okay, okay. I can't look at this. Nonsense! You're all just here to cause trouble and turn my investigation into a fart. Oh my god. Okay. I'm okay. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to take a break when we get to the stopping point though, because that wrecked my voice.
Eustace means farce, of course. A simple slip of the tongue. Seemed like a reasonably apt choice of words to me.
He liked the fart joke.
Judge Cavell, great to see you again.
I know who you are. You're Simeon Saint's attorney.
Guilty as charged. Now that we've broken the ice, how about a friendly... Or not, I'm totally cool either way.
Now, did I hear you correctly? That Mr. Edgeworth has joined the defense team?
Yep, and me too. We're officially employees of Edgeworth & Co.
But a prosecutor is a public servant. You would draw your sword on the goddess to work for personal gain?
It's not a problem if I'm not getting paid, though, correct? Exactly what he said. Miles here is just a volunteer. We're all about the pro bono stuff over at Edgeworth & Co.
How wonderful. So you all work without reward? The goddess would surely approve.
Yeah, I'm a regular philanthropist. Judge Gavell, I was hoping to ask about the grounds for Simeon Saint's arrest.
That information is on a need.
Is that a challenge I hear? me laugh so hard.
No, I was just asking Judge Gavel.
I'm always ready for a little verbal combat to show you what it takes to be a real winner.
How is it verbal combat if you won't let me speak? Still, this could prove useful. Fine, we'll do as you suggest. Now, if you could begin to tell us why Mr. Saint was arrested. Sorry, I can't look at him without laughing.
There will be no need for that, Eustace. We should...
Not now, Gavel. Watch and wonder. As I put this pathetic prosecutor in his place, he is going to run rings around me.
I think you meant to say that you would be the one running rings around me.
And I will. So badly that your ears will be ringing. Prepare to be him. I can't do a voice for him because everything that he says makes me laugh. Prepare to be humbled, Mr. Edgeworth. I forgot he doesn't call him Mr. Oh my god, I'm so sad. I'm gonna have to stop here. Well, you know what? Let me see how far it is until TV continued. Oh my god, that really made me lose my shit. Oh my god. Okay, maybe I just need a second. Oh my god, okay. Okay, there's still quite a bit of this section. So, unfortunately, as sad as I am, I do have to stop here. That made me, like, lose my voice. It rearranged my sinuses. I was not expecting to laugh that hard. I wasn't expecting there to be a fart joke. That's kind of my weakness. I don't really talk about this much because most people don't find, like, butt poop fart jokes funny when you're in your adulthood, but I find that shit, unfortunately, so funny. I'm such a, like, preteen boy, and, that was just so funny. So I need to lie down. But we'll continue this next weekend. We'll definitely finish this part next weekend, if not get further. And maybe I'll throw in an extra stream of Ace Attorney this week. We'll see. We'll just kind of see how the vibe is for the week, generally. Okay, but you know the drill. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. Speaking of taking care of others, I wanted to bring something up. I know it's like end of the episode and vibes are like weird. Because I was losing my mind. But if you are not aware of what's going on in Iran right now, number one, you're not alone. But you should, number two, research about it. There is basically a silent mass homicide happening that is basically being like run by the regime. And there's an internet blackout, and so Iranians aren't able to like get in contact with their loved ones, and it's just a very bad time. And so if you have friends from there, check in on them. If you have friends from there or don't, try to talk to one person about this, or read one article, and work to educate yourself on it. That's my challenge to you. So take care of yourself, take care of others, be good to yourself, be kind. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. Please wear a mask. Just keep caring about other people. Please. Eat the rich. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.